All right, I heard the bell, so it's time to call the April 17th meeting of the Planning Commission to order. First order of business will be the approval of minutes from our meeting on March 20th, 2023. Are there any additions or corrections as they were published?
I move to approve.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, like sign? Approved. Next are public hearings. Have ordinance to amend the Unified Development Ordinance, Chapter 5, Section 5.11.2, required improvement for final plat approval, subsection A, to clarify the process in relation to the permit to operate the water and sewer system. Seeing no public.
This applies mostly to subdivisions, to new.
We'll close that and move to the second. Ordinance to amend the Unified Development Ordinance, Chapter 13, Section 13.6.1. Pre-application conference, subsection A, mandatory pre-application conference to include all subdivision review. Again, being no public involved, unless somebody else has anything, we'll close this and move on to the new business. New street names.
I
Okay,
liked all of those.
yeah, we have, so this is for the North Maple Street mixed use, which was the Salisbury tract. They need 10 road names currently, and they were only able to find 10 that they didn't have conflicts with. So unless somebody has any issues with any of these 10, we would just need a motion to approve them.
Yeah, you too.
It could have been Hook Road. I mean,
I move to approve the new street names.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? I have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. It's unanimous.
I do have a couple more street names that were just got through the review process with the counties that, so that I did have any other names as needed on there in case these were able to come today. So, in Limehouse Phase 4, they have one road that they incidentally left off their previous list. So they had two possible names for it. One is Shallow Bottom Way or Forest Bottom Lane. So, y'all have a preference for one of those two names, either Shallow Bottom Way or Forest Bottom Lane.
Shallow.
Is that shadow or shallow?
Shallow, as in not deep.
LL
Not
W.
deep, shallow.
Shallow.
Yeah.
Preference or just that?
Yes, no, I'm expressing preference for shallow.
I'm gonna go on Forest Bottom just so we have a conflict.
I concede.
Either one.
Forest Bottom.
Is that a motion, Elaine?
Yes, I make a motion that it be Forest Bottom.
And
Come on, James,
can I
second it.
Second.
have a motion and a second? All in favor of Forest Bottom?
To address this question,
Okay.
when we approve a road name and the opening of a road, how quick does it get to the fire department and the police department for their services? Does that go on record right then?
It does, but honestly, most of the time, the road's not even built when we approve the name.
So as soon as the name is identified and ongoing, it goes to those services.
So you usually approve the road name so that they can put it on the final plat. And then once it goes on the final plat, and addresses are assigned, then it gets sent to all our departments.
Thank you.
Okay, a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it.
And I have one more. This is for Sawmill Center, which is at the intersection of Burrow and G. Myers Parkway and Highway 78. They need two road names. One is for their main entry into the development, and the other is for their spine road that'll go all the way across the development. There are three possible names. The one that they wanted for the spine road is Sawmill Center Drive. And then for the entry road, there's either Station Street or Pine Branch Way.
Let's not do any more pine anythings.
Station Street,
Station Street.
and there likely won't be anything addressed off that entry road. It will likely just be a road name, but
You would have thought the main one would have been Sawmill, because that's the development.
well, so the main entry is very short. It's just a short entry road, and then it dead ends basically into the spine road that'll go all the way across the development. So that's why they wanted that one to be Sawmill Center Drive, because that's the one that may actually have addresses off of it.
We have a motion on those.
So, let's, we'll take them in piece, or you wanna?
We can do them together, yeah.
So let's go with station, move for station and the Sawmill, whatever,
Sawmill Center.
Sawmill Center.
I second.
A motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it.
We change, Cedar Street back to its original name, the Blackjack Street. Way cooler than Cedar Street.
It is.
Blackjack Gummer.
Hmm?
Blackjack Gummer.
Yeah, that's what it was originally a tree, but then, there was a period of time where the constabulary was worried that it would, connote a more violent section of town, so they allowed them for the change to Cedar Street.
Good for them.
Did something reasonable for a while, right?
Okay, the next item is the ordinance to amend the Unified Development Ordinance, Chapter 5, Section 5.11.2. Required improvement for final plat approval, subsection A, to clarify the process in relation to the permit to operate the water and sewer system. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Is there a second? I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, it's unanimous. Ordinance to amend the Unified Development Ordinance, Chapter 1.3, Section 13.6.1, pre-application conference, subsection A, mandatory pre-application conference to include all subdivision review. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
I second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it, it's unanimous. Is there any miscellaneous there?
I do not have any miscellaneous. Still haven't really received many trainings. We'll send those out when we get them.
And I'm sure we will avail ourselves of them when we get them.
Any training, I'm getting from somebody we didn't get before, that the one that I was comfortable with. This is coming from the woman's name.
Peggy Sue.
Ignore me, shut up. Ignore me.
That's a woman's name.
I guess Claudia something.
Hmm.
But I don't know the agency. I don't know the.
Well, if you want to just forward it, we can see if it will work.
I think it came from me, came to me from.
Oh, it came from, okay, if it comes from Remy, then it's something that's.
All right. Well, if there's nothing further, I'll entertain the motion to adjourn.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
I
You're adjourned.
can still make it the thing.
I knew you were forced my. be like, that was, I knew that wouldn't happen.